All right, T7 and T8. It doesn't matter which one. So erase everything on there.
What?
We're gonna open up T7 and T8.
What?
Are you on T7 and T8?
Yeah.
So go to T7 first. T7.
Okay. There you go.
Yep. Here you go, Elias. Because we've got to do it. We've got to work on it. Yes, you can.
Okay.
Because we want to refine our skills. That's why we're doing it. All right. So we're gonna look at number 2. That's gonna be our little warm-up thing. Number 2. So I want you to take about 2 minutes to do number 2. Opie, I'm gonna borrow yours. To do number 2 here on T7. These ones, you are using the greater than, less than, or equal to sign, okay? And then turn over to page T8. Same thing, same section, just number 2. Well,
I forgot how to do this. I want to know how to do it.
right here. So, can someone repeat back the directions to me? Brent, can you?
We're only working on T7.
Question what?
T8 of T2.
Yep.
Or 2. And then on T8, we're working on number 2.
Yep, it's just, and you're using, it's the ones where you're using these symbols, the greater than, less than, or equal to, okay? So I'll give you a minute and a half to do that. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready, and we'll be good. Opie, here you go. All right. You've got 70 seconds to do this.
70?
Yep, and hey, it's okay. Try your best. That's all I ask, okay? Try your best. It'll be okay.
Okay.
So remember, T7 and T8. Oh, that's not a T. T7 and T8. Number 2 on both. It's just the ones where you're using this symbol. Okay? You've got 45 seconds to finish our warm-up. Once you're done, just give me a thumbs up and I'll know. So like Brain, once you're done then, you would go boom and do number 2. Finish, give me a little thumbs up, you do both sides.
Wait.
That's why I want you to do this. I want you to try it. What? Number 2. Just those ones where you're comparing the 2 fractions. All right, we've got 10 seconds left. Thank you for the thumbs up, Brian. Alina? Yep, number 2.
I'm done.
All right, just hold up. Once Alina is good. Done. All right, cap them, tap them. We're going to look up here. All right, so our little warm-up. We're just going to look at a couple of them. Bryn, I'm going to borrow this, okay? Let's see. So I'm going to choose one from each. We're going to quick run over them. 2/4 and 1/4. Which one is greater? Give me a thumbs up. If 2/4 is greater, give me a thumbs down if 1/4 is greater. Or give me 2 thumbs up if they are equal.
Are we on?
Sorry, we're on T8. Go back to T7, my bad. All right, now we're on T7. T7. 2/3 and 1/3. Which one is greater? Either give me a 2 or a 1. Which one's greater? The 2/3 or the 1/3?
Wait.
Hold up your fingers. Is it the 2/3 bigger or the 1/3 bigger? Elias, what do you think? 2/3 or 1/3 bigger? 2/3? That is correct, yes. All right, how about 1/3 and 2/6? Are they 1/3 bigger? Is the 2/6 bigger? Or go like this and say they're equal? So give me a 1 if you think the 1/3's bigger, a 2 if you think the 2/6 is bigger, or give me 2 thumbs up if you think they are equal. Elias, what do you think?
They're equal.
This is number 2 on number 2.
They're equal.
You think they're equal?
Yeah,
So give us
because 3 plus 3 is 6. 1 plus 1.
All right, there we go. So that's going to be what we're focusing on today. Can I see everybody's just to make sure? What? Come on, Lily. That's silly. So then these ones are equal, okay?
How?
We're about to talk about that. Don't erase them, don't erase them. Just want to quick check them. Quick check them. Thank you, Opie.
Next page.
All right, that's the question that we are working on. So, what do you remember about what we learned? Was that 2 days ago now?
Yeah.
All right, I want everyone's eyes up here. Opie, you gotta stay focused. Okay, where's the eyes?
Yeah, that's why I need to.
Okay, well, no matter what, let's keep our eyes up here, okay?
Okay.
So right now, we're gonna put down all our materials, okay? So we're gonna cap them, tap them, close these up. These were just for the warm up, okay? Now the only other thing we're gonna use are these, but we're not gonna use them right now, okay? All right, so, Bryn, you're gonna leave yours open so I can see. What do we remember from the other day that we talked about? It was 2 days ago, so maybe a little
We
out of
talked about clothes.
What do you think, Maddie? We talked
I
about
know
what?
we're talking about fractions, but
We're talking about fractions, but I heard you say the word equal, was it?
yeah.
Equal fractions. That was one thing, yeah? Lily, what's another thing that you remember from the other day? I know you guys have been working on fractions for a little bit now. Opie, can I have your eyes up here? Okay, I want you to show me that you're listening by giving me your eye contact. What else? And it's okay if you guys don't quite remember. I just want to see where we're at, you know?
Well, you were also talking about how I can't remember.
Yep,
You said something about the denominator and the numerator.
Yep, so the numerator and the denominator, which one goes in a fraction, which one goes on top?
Numerator.
The numerator, yes. And on the bottom?
Denominator.
The denominator in the dungeon, that's how I usually like to remember it. It's down or denominator down. That's another one.
And the new world is on top.
That is, yeah, that's a good way of thinking of it. So, we worked on that and how some of them are equivalent. So, looking at 1/3 and 2/6, we worked on this the other day. Do we remember why 1/3 and 2/6 are
2 times 3.
yep?
No.
Opie, can you explain a little more? How do we know that these are equivalent? 1/3.
1 equals 2, and then 3 plus 3 equals 6, so they're equal.
So we're multiplying, right? So we've got 3 times 2 equals what?
6.
And 1 times 2 equals what?
2.
Boom. So now if we wanted to make this is a little challenging here. Everyone, eyes here, eyes here. I know we're hungry,
Save it for Carter.
but I want you
Stella, save it for Carter.
to tell me how would we make another equivalent fraction? What would our next equivalent fraction be? Turn and talk with your partner, okay? Turn and talk, Lily, I'll talk to you. How do you think we'd get another equivalent fraction?
By timesing all them together.
Turn and talk with your partner, okay? So what do
By
you think?
timesing them all together.
Yep, so then what would we have here?
1 times 2
What?
is
4, and then what would we have
2.
here?
And
12? Very good.
that.
All right, let's bring it back here in 3, 2.
So then you're technically making a third equal
Yes.
fraction.
Good. So this is important. There are sometimes so fractions, it can be like, all right, there's 12 people in a class and 4 of them have glasses or something like that. And that might be our fraction. Maddie, Bryn, let's keep watching up here, okay? We're almost done. So there might be, okay, there's 12 people in a class and 4 of them have glasses. So that's how you will see the fraction. But by understanding by comparing and contrasting our fractions, these are all similar. So do we remember the word we used the other day? What is this form of the fraction?
Denominator.
What's this form? So these are all equal, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what is that one in particular? It started with an S. Right here. It is the simplest, right? Do you guys remember that? It's the simplest fraction, right?
Yeah.
So 4/12, we can divide that one down a little more. But when we divide it all the way down, we want to get our simplest form. Does that make sense? All right, so with your partner, I want you to talk about which fraction is, which fraction is bigger? Turn and talk with your partner, okay? So you two and you two, okay? Actually, now you two are. I'll talk to you, okay? All right, so Maddie and Bryn, you turn and talk. Lily and Alina, you talk. Opie. And we're looking at these ones right here, okay? Which one's bigger and why bigger? 3/8. Why do you think that?
Yeah, 3/8 are bigger because if you times them, you could even times them. They would probably be not the same. Well, if you times them by, well, if you minus 4 of them, it'd be 4, but, and if you minus 1 from 3, it'd be 2, but.
When you're comparing them, what is kind of going through your brain? Like, tell me your thought process.
Do you think Cheetos?
Whatever is the smallest one.
Okay. All right, we're gonna bring it back in here. So
So we're supposed to bring it
Spring. All right, so 3/8 compared to 2/4, okay? I want you to write on your whiteboard, which one you think is larger.
2/8.
Larger, just write it on your...
Where?
Write
On
it
the page?
on here, on these, okay?
Oh.
Yep. And then hold it up and show me when you're done. Which one is larger, 3/8 or 2/4?
Where'd that go? Oh, I see it. Probably that. From the ground. Let's go. Did I get it right? Did I get it right?
Opie, let's hurry up back. Hurry back.
7, 12.
Hoof down. That's what I'm wondering too.
He's in the bathroom.
All right. Are we good? We good?
Yeah.
All right. So which one do we think is bigger between 3/8 and 2/4?
Done.
Show me. Bryn, show me. Opie, put one down. Either 3/8 or 2/4.
Do you like my
Just
Pac-Man
show.
alligator?
That is a very good way to think about it. I always think, greater than, you got the alligator. If it's equal, then there's no alligager.
Yeah, there
That
is.
one,
There's
that
a
one. Alina, you got
mouse.
this one.
All this.
You're gonna,
There's
which
a
one?
mouse.
2/4 is bigger than what? 3/8, you mean?
3. Oh, my God. Yeah.
Alright, there you go. Alright, so Opie, can you explain why you think 2/4 is bigger than 3/8?
Whenever looking at
Make sure we're all listening to her, okay?
we have one hole and I see 2 is closest to one hole. So I say that's bigger than 3/8.
Okay. Does anyone have something to say? Did everyone hear what Opie said? She said, you agree with her? Opie said that when she sees something is closer to a hole, she thinks that's bigger. So, Maddie, could I ask you, why did you think 3/8 was bigger than 2/4?
Because if you did do this, so it's kind of like minusing, but not really. But if you the 3 turned into 3, if you minus 1 from 3, the fraction 2/4 turn into 2, and then if you minus 4 from 8, and then the 4 is over by the 2/4.
Okay. So I will tell you, this 2/4 is bigger than 3/8. So
How?
Because
I'm
2
glad-
is closest to a whole.
I'm glad you asked that. But so that's
Oh,
I
because
kind
if you
of
plus
I
up.
like your thinking. I like your thinking.
Who are you
What?
talking to? Me or
Okay,
Opie?
just one moment, okay? I understand where you're going, but it's not always the case because if we have half,
Yeah.
sometimes. But
Oh,
let's
because
think
that
about
is
this.
a half, or that's a whole of a half.
yeah, so our best way of comparing fractions is.
Can I go?
Yep, you just wait 1 minute. I just want you to hear this. So our best way of comparing fractions is if our, what's this part called?
The denominator.
The denominator is equal. Did everyone hear that? Bryn, what did I say? If the denominator is what?
Equal.
Is equal. If they're the same, that's our best way of comparing. So, with what we were doing earlier, how would I get 8 in my denominator?
Times it by 2.
So it'd be 4 over 8. And then that's what we've got. Maddie, you see that?
Yeah.
So we did that earlier. And then boom. That's why it's 4/8. But this wasn't even in our simplest form actually. But yes, so, all right. Before we go, I want to challenge you one more time. It's okay. I know you guys are up for it. All right. On. I want you to put these 3 fractions.
Why do you have to do 3? That's gonna
It's a
be
challenge.
way too hard.
I want you. So you've got.
What? It's gonna be equal.
Are they? Is that your guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, because 2's are.
4, 6.
Yeah, it's equal.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Everyone, close your eyes.
No.
Close your eyes.
Oh my gosh.
Close your eyes.
1, 8.
All right. Open your eyes.
It's all equal because 3, 6.
All right. All right. I want you to put them in order on your whiteboards.
What do you
Okay.
mean in order?
Put them in order. So on the left side, you're gonna. So if I was putting them in order from lowest to smallest, and I gave you 1, 2, 3. Just put 1, 2, 3. But I want you to put these in order from smallest to largest. Okay? Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay. So of these 3, put them in smallest to largest. If any of them are equal, put that they are equal.
The 2, 6 are equal.
One person from your pod, please take all the construction
And then show me once you're done, and we'll.
Done.
Really, what do you got? All right.
There.
So let's. Very good. Very good. All right. So, where's 1/3 or what's 1/8? Is 1/8 the smallest one?
Yep.
Maddie. 1/8 the smallest one?
Yes.
And are these equal?
Yes.
How do you know that?
Because if you count by, if you
Double it.
double it,
Times 2.
3 times 6, 3 times 2 equals 6, and 1, yeah,
And 1 times 2 is what?
is 2.
Very good. Now, if I were to add
Charlie, you can go back over
maybe
all the crayons. So you can
1/6, where would that fit in? This is our last part. Maddie, where do you think 1/6 would fit in?
The middle,
The middle.
because
Between.
the middle between 2, 6, between 2 and 6, because the 6 is the same, and also the 1, 2.
Very good.
So-
Awesome. You ladies are very good. What's one thing? I want you to turn and talk with each other. What's one thing you took away from this? One thing you learned.
Oh, okay.
Tell each other.
Where to put that?
Yeah, where to put the fractions, and also
How?
how big and small they are, or whatever.
Awesome.
It's other.
Are we gonna do
Thanks
this
for sticking
tomorrow?
around. Tomorrow's Saturday, so I hope not.
Oh, yay.